Welcome to 20 something. I am your host, Jennie Arado, and join me as we journey together in navigating and figuring out adulting life. For this episode, we will be hearing the stories of two women entrepreneurs who did not only took the risk of business management but also decided to take it big and develop their own products and brands. Today, we are going to learn how they started and how they faced the difficult situations. Please stay tuned and we will be answering your questions in a while. Managing your own business is not an easy task, all the more if you decide to develop your own brand, products, and business model. It becomes a whole new challenge. We're lucky this morning to hear stories of trial and error, challenges, and successes of two beautiful women bosses who are building their own empire. Our first guest owns multiple businesses in the field of medicine and cosmetics. To tell us more about her business, please welcome Miss Anna Angelica, also known as Miss Bunchy Soto of Anaco Cosmetics. Good morning, Miss Bunchy.
Hello, good morning, Jen. Hello, everyone. I'm Anna Angelica Sotto. I'm 29, of course. This is a show for something. Ano nga itong show na to, Jen? For
20
20s, right?
something.
20 something, dealing with adulthood and everything. I would like to consider myself a Jane of all trades since I dabble in a lot of things. I have a newly opened cosmetics line company, still very baby pa. I also dabble in the medical field, and I also do contract work for the government. This I partner with my husband, of course.
Okay, we're very interested to hear more about that, Miss Bunchy. So joining her is Miss Krishna Mae Subaldo, now Quezon City based, but is originally from South Cotabato. She is the woman behind Toni and Terry Health and Wellness Products. Hi, Miss Krishna. Welcome to 20 something.
Hi everyone, good morning. I am Krishna Mae Subaldo. I graduated from Notre Dame of Marble University. Taga Coronadal City, South Cotabato ako. But currently, I am staying in Quezon City. And minsan nasa Nueva Ecija din dahil ang fiancé ko is a public servant. He is a counselor in General Pino Nueva Ecija. And I'm currently building a brand. Kaka-start pa lang ng brand namin 10 months ago. And this is called Toni and Terry, and we produce products that focus on health and wellness.
Okay, that's good to hear from both very beautiful women this morning. We will hear more of that. But first, before our main questions, we are going to have a little energizer lang to break the ice lang. Okay, so we're going to play a game we call Never Have I Ever. I'm sure you're familiar with this game.
Yeah.
Pero never have I ever, pero with a twist. So this
Mm-hmm.
is business related. So since both of you dabble into different business industries, business fields, so you're just going to give us a thumbs up if you experience this, and then thumbs down if wala. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
ready na?
Yes.
Okay.
Ready.
So the first question: never have I ever tried a business venture but realized halfway na, wait, parang mag-fail ito. And then you abandon it. Experience na ba?
Uh,
A lot of times.
Okay, that's a variety of questions, of answers, no? So that's good to know. Next, never have I ever been scammed, maybe by a business partner, a supplier, kaya basta it's a
mhm.
scam that you realize. Did you experience?
Uh-huh. Yes, I
I
have.
did.
And that's
Yeah,
that's very unfortunate. Sana hindi na ma-experience ulit.
Charge to
Okay.
true.
experience na lang.
Maybe we can hear more of that experience in the
Mm-mm.
coming questions. Okay. Last icebreaker questions. Never have I ever negotiated or coordinated with a bogus buyer. Bogus buyer yung, syempre scam pa rin siya, pero maybe placed so many orders tapos hindi kinuha. Meron po bang ganon?
Wala.
Wala. Wow, that's good to know na at least yung customers natin, they have our back naman in this industry. Okay? So I guess we're ready for the main questions. Okay na po ba? All right. So the first question, this will be answered by both of you. Okay? So as a businesswoman, when did you decide that business is for you, and what triggered you to finally start your own line of products? So let's start with Miss Bunchy.
Mm-hmm. Actually, my story is very simple and it's not complicated. Just that adulthood sometimes prompts us to change course in life because of practicality. So, my story, after I resigned from a flight attendant job at Qatar Airways, I actually didn't know what to do. So, I accepted a sales job as a sales manager for a bottling company and also did my sideline. I did sales for a high-end real estate property. I was selling high-end condominiums at that time. That's the time I learned that I can sell pala. So my sales were good, but what prompted me into business was the operations. At that particular time, operations were very complex, and it was a challenge for me. And I wanted to have a taste of my own. So I sold as much as I can. I saved money and I started my own businesses one by one. Slowly lang, but surely.
That's good to know, Miss Bunchy, na as mentioned in the introduction, this will be a story of trial and error talaga,
Yes.
which you really experience firsthand.
Mm-mm.
You've been to different jobs, you've been to different experiences
Yeah.
until you realize that business really is for you. What
Business is
about
for
you
me.
po?
Mhm.
Yes. Yes po, Miss Bunchy.
Ah, business is for me. At first, I only thought of it as a very practical way for me to earn money. So that what prompted me. I guess that's my foundation.
Parang yun yung initial motivation nyo talaga.
Yes.
Practicality tayo.
Kasi in the Philippines, it's very hard to earn money, especially if you're working a 5 to 9 job.
Mm-mm.
It will
That's
take
correct.
you a lot of time before you achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So, of course, that was like a shortcut for me.
Mm-mm.
But then it
Okay.
isn't easy. It's very hard as well. And I know Ma'am Krishna can also relate to that.
Yes. Miss Krishna, can you share with us also what your experiences were before you decided na okay, business is for me and I will establish a product line of my own.
I forgot to mention earlier that I graduated Bachelor of Science in Nursing in Notre Dame of Marble University. Not like Miss Bunchy. Bago sa kinakatayuan ko ngayon, I had a very long journey. Hindi katulad kay Miss Bunchy na simple lang. Like, a typical Filipino family. Ganun
Mhm.
kami. Um, yung parents ko, pinag-aral kami. Alam mo yung dream mo bilang isang anak na mag-aaral ako, magne-nurse ako, pupunta ako ng Amerika dahil one day gusto kong iahon yung pamilya ko. Ganun yung mindset ko before.
Mm-mm.
Nag-aral ako ng mabuti. I graduated on time. Kung 4 years yung nursing, 4 years ko rin siyang natapos. Hindi matataas masyado yung grades ko. But
Mm-mm.
natapos ko. And then, ayun na nga, graduate ako. I became a registered nurse. Hindi mo talaga alam kung ano yung plano ni Lord sa'yo. Minsan, mapapaisip ka, parang mapaglaro talaga yung tadhana. I'm
True.
already a nurse. Kulang na lang experience ako ng trabaho as a nurse and then I can fly to the US. Kasi ang parents ng mama ko nasa US. At 43 years old, a year after I graduated, my mama died. So parang wala siyang sakit, she was healthy, she was really, really, doing good. hindi mo mahahalata na, na she'll be gone too soon. Nawala siya, ako yung panganay. Yung papa ko at that time is kind of lost kasi nga ang responsibilidad hindi niya masyadong na-practice while my mama was alive. So si mama normally yung talagang nagma-manage ng family. So parang agad kailangan kong mag-mature, kailangan kong gumawa ng desisyon. Magne-nurse ba ako? I will be a volunteer nurse, walang sahod. At that time nung uso yung nursing, gagraduate ka, magiging nurse ka, magtatrabaho ka sa ospital, pero wala kang sahod. What will happen to us? So, to cut that long story short, I needed to earn right then and there. Do I have a choice? Yes. Pero ano ang magiging choice mo dito sa Pilipinas to earn agad-agad? Diba sales? Kailangan kong magbenta ng kahit ano. And when I say kahit ano, nagbenta ako ng relo, sapatos, bag, perfume. Nagluto ako ng pasta. Dinedeliver ko sa offices. Ako ang magde-deliver, ako ang maghuhugas, ako maglilinis lahat. Naging sales agent ako ng sasakyan, ng bahay. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, when you ask me kung ano yung binenta mo before, I'll literally say anything under the sun. Kaya parang kung may hugot yung ibang tao, bago sila nakarating sa saan man sila ngayon, ako ang naging motivation ko talaga before is I really needed to earn agad.
That's a very inspiring story po, no? Knowing that both of you po talaga, even in different angles of life, ang pinakapunto talaga is really to earn, for your family, to practical means talaga siya, because whether we admit it or not, it's really difficult to be an adult, to earn for your family.
It's actually very difficult.
As was Miss Banshi said, a 9 to 5 p.m. job in the Philippines will barely support you.
Although I
So,
respect those who are in that industry, Miss Jenno, because I know working, wala dali na work ba, wala dali na trabaho.
True.
It's that sometimes we have to think of ourselves as well. If maka-earn us in other ways, we also should take that opportunity to earn, because for me, I have a son to raise. For others, they have families to raise. For Ma'am Krishna, she has to earn for her family. So we each have our own responsibilities, and it's up to us how we're going to take the opportunity to earn as much as we can or as much as we have.
yes. So I'm very happy. Parang snappy salute to both of you, because we're just warming up. This is just the first question, and yet we can see that you really are the women bosses that should inspire the audience because of your life experiences, the motivation po that why you decided to put up a business. Okay, so let's proceed to the second question, Miss Bonshi.
Yes.
This is more on the nitty-gritty of the business aspect. Your products, not just the cosmetics kasi, involve extensive research before
Yes.
releasing into the public. Siguro lahat naman ng business, di ba?
Lahat, oo.
So, can you tell us the portion of your process, the research process and development, and how did
Actually,
you do it?
actually have different, it depends on what business I am in. For the other businesses that I have, I strike while the iron is hot. I always see an opportunity in everything. So kana siya. Pero when it comes to my cosmetics, the newest business that I have, which is Anna Cosmetics Manufacturing, it took me a long time before I started my own. Kasi observing my mom, she's also in the same business. Lisod yun siya. Kaya you have to think about the brand development, think about your marketing direction, think about how you're going to place your products in the market. There's so many things that you have to consider. So dili gyud siya dali, in short. So kana siya, you don't go into business blindly. Dapat kapalukaon sa imong ginabuhat. That's common sense. Most people man good, they go into business thinking they could earn money from it. That's wrong. So that's a part of it. But you go into business because you know what you are doing. Tama ba ko, Ma'am Krishna, na?
Yes, you're
So,
right.
kaya siya.
So follow-up question lang, Miss
Hmm.
Vancino. When you research for your products, when did you decide na kani okay ni siya na
Hmm.
for skin kasi 'di ba ano siya
Siguro,
cosmetics for
oh
example
yeah.
anak ko baka may sensitive skin,
Oo.
irritation, yung mga ganon.
Tama. So it took me more than 1 year. Okay, I have to try the products first before selling it. We have to try it first so that we will know if it works, if it's good for the skin. If it's not, we have to know the ingredients. So kana siya, nag-research ko about different types of ingredients, what are harmful to the skin, what are very irritating to the skin. So naku-come up with products na safe for lactating and pregnant women. It doesn't contain hydroquinone, it doesn't contain mercury, any other ingredients that are very harmful to the skin. So daghan kay kag ipot into consideration when thinking about building a brand for yourself.
Okay, so 1 year is not a joke, no?
It's not a
It's
joke.
no, it's not even ano na start ng business. That 1 year is just research pa lang and development,
Mm-mm.
no? So
Yes.
that's a lot of effort and work put in the
Mm-mm.
product. And to think that's only one of your many businesses pa. So how much more yung iba, 'di ba? So we'll learn more of that later. Ngayon naman we want to discuss more on deciding na ito talaga yung product na gusto niyong i-develop. Miss Krishna, kayo po, how did you
Mm-mm.
decide to go with healthy products such as Vince Coffee, yung immuno drink nyo, and other supplement? What made you believe that there is a demand for these types of products po?
Okay. As I mentioned earlier, ang motivation ko talaga before doing the business is to really earn, to provide for my family. But you
Mm-mm.
know, as time goes by, natuto ako, di ba, na magbenta ng kung ano-anong produkto para mag-provide ako sa family ko. I have learned a lot of things. And also, marami na rin akong kinita, you know?
Mm-mm.
Kaya, sa kinahaba-haba ng journey ko, mag-iiba pala talaga yung priority mo. My parents died early. Yung mama ko, 43. Yung papa ko, 59. In 2016, nawala na rin yung papa ko. So, basically, ang kailangan ko na lang talagang i-look after ngayon ay yung dalawa kong kapatid since panganay ako. So, as I go on the journey, tinanong ko sa sarili ko, ano ba talaga ang gusto ko? Gusto kong mag-business? Yes. Gusto kong magkaroon ng brand? Yes. Pero, mahilig ba ako sa pampaganda? Yes. But, ano ang pinaka-purpose ko in creating a brand? So, because my mama died at 43 and my papa at 59, tingin ko, I will focus more on health and wellness products. Why? Because I want me and my siblings to live longer. Kung maaari, alam kong may plano si Lord para sa atin, hindi natin masastop kung ano yung plans ni Lord para sa atin. But you know what? As long as we're here sa mundo, bakit hindi natin subukang alagaan kung ano yung pinahiram sa atin, yung life? So, yun ang nag-push sa akin to create the brand Toni and Terry. Bakit Vince Coffee? Bakit Vince Immunodrink? OptiC Vitamin C and OptiGlow Glutathione? We all need the supplements. As we age, nawawala ang lahat ng um, yung mga normally nasa katawan natin. Nawawala ito. So we need supplementation. Why did I opt to create Vince Coffee? It is not a slimming coffee, by the way. It is more of a healthy coffee. It has a lot of herbs. It becomes my supplementation every single day. At alam ko na it's a healthier choice because it has only 10 calories, 0.65 grams lang yung sugar. So, sugar is really bad for our health. So, sa kape pa lang, sa umaga pa lang, magsisimula pa lang ako ng araw ko, tama na yung beverage na iniinom ko. So, I am becoming more conscious sa intake ko. So, ngayon, masasabi ko, after creating Toni and Terry brand, and after having produced the 4 products we have now, I can say that I am at my healthiest state sa buong buhay ko. Kaya yun talaga ang nag-push sa akin to create the brand. Ang nangyari sa parents ko and the love for my family and also for our consumers especially.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Krishna, for that answer. Maano ko lang because we already recognize na your main motivation talaga are your parents who died early, and of course you wanted your family to stay healthy. Is this connected po why your brand is called Toni and Terry?
Oh yes, I
Uh,
forgot.
uh,
Toni and Terry are the names of my parents. Toni from my papa Antonio and Terry from my mama Maria Teresa. One day, kung babalikan ko, naiiyak ako. Kung
Sige lang
babalikan
po.
ko yung panahon na I created the brand, I'll be so proud kasi ito yung brand that I created for my parents. Yung kahit anong mangyari, alam ko na ginawa ko to because of my love for them, for my family.
That's wonderful to hear po. Not everyone has that kind of heart po for their parents kahit na wala na po sila. We appreciate po women like that who work and hustle hard for their family, for their parents, breadwinners man or not. It is not a simple responsibility and obligation talaga. So follow up question na po, Miss Krishna. So far po, kumusta na po yung family nyo in terms of your status right now financially because of the products that you sell even after college nyo pa po?
Okay, ngayon ko na-realize na when you have a bigger business, mas ngayon ko hindi nabibili ang gusto ko.
Ah,
Honestly, because when you have bigger responsibilities, imbes na dati kasi when I have smaller business, kung ano yung ini-income ko, I can spend it for myself. But because now that I have my own brand, para kung mga anak ang mga distributors ko, hindi pwedeng yung kinikita ko, gastusin ko. I have to prepare for the products na kailangan kung gusto nilang bumili or gusto nilang magbenta, I have products readily available. But if you're gonna ask me kung kamusta yung financial status ko as of the moment, I can really say na kung ikukumpara ko ang sarili ko 5 to 8 years ago, I have really improved a lot. Maybe hindi ako ganun pa kayaman, hindi pa ngayon, pero one day it'll happen. Pero we all have different purpose in life. Bakit ba tayo nagnenegosyo? Me personally, kahapon nga na-realize ko, saan kaya napunta yung mga kinita ko? You know what? During the pandemic, ang dami-dami naming income, pero sa awa ng Diyos, sobrang dami din naming na-share. Kung naalala ninyo yung nangyari sa Isabela, na binaha sila, bigla, na parang wala na silang choice, wala na silang mapuntahan kasi agad-agad binaha sila. The next day, wala na silang bahay, wala na silang damit. The next day na nangyari yon, nagpunta kami agad, nagdala kami ng mga relief goods with the help of my distributors and my friends, my family. And also during the pandemic, nakatulong kami magbigay ng ayuda sa mga taong nangangailangan. So parang, for me, I can say na my life has really improved. Not only financially, pero yung purpose ko of earning and to help a lot of people, I am really getting there.
we're glad po that somehow because of the business and because of the line of products, the brand that you establish, you are reaching your goal, your life goal, and dadagdagan yung responsibility in a good way na hindi na lang yung family nyo, but of course the family of your distributors, the family of your sellers. That's good to know
Totoo,
po.
dumami yung anak ko.
If anything, what we're learning from Miss Krishna is really the women, the Filipino business women are multitaskers. Kahit siguro hindi business women, but women in general are natural multitaskers. So that's something we can also learn from Miss Banchi, knowing na hindi lang po isa yung kanyang minamanage ngayon na business. But as mentioned in the introduction, she also managed mga medical related na mga business. Miss Banchi, can you tell us about each one of these businesses po and how you manage na mag-go over or mag-manage sa kanila simultaneously while also attending to your personal life as a mother?
Siguro it's just a matter of prioritization. When you know your priorities, I think you're good to go. So for the cosmetics line, madali lang siya. It's very new pa kasi. So hindi pa ako nag-full blast sa cosmetics line ko, but we work on it. I have a team who works on social media. I have a team who works on the packaging of the products. So ayun, bago pa siya. Hopefully maging pareho na kay Miss Krishna, nalalaki na din siya. For the medical business, I actually asked my husband if I could open my own kasi they have RT-PCR testing centers in Davao City. So I wanted to strike while the iron is hot. And sabi ko, I want to open in Tagum and in Digos. So that's what I did. Since I have a little bit of money, I spared a little bit of money na, I opened my own. And then, ayun, it worked. Since pandemic pa naman, it's still earning. So that's it. For the contractorship business naman, we both partner dun sa contractor business. We both source government projects, and then if it works, then we share our capital, and then he does the labor. So ayun po.
Okay. Miss Banshi, follow-up question po. What's the most challenging part of multitasking all of this? Kasi hindi naman lahat related. For example, yung cosmetics
Iba-iba,
is not
oo.
related with the RT-PCR testing or the contractual na business. Paano po anong challenge doon, pinaka-challenging?
Actually, ang tinuro sa akin ng husband ko, my husband always tells me that that a business is running well if it runs well without you. I mean, I'm not saying na wala ka, but I'm just saying na if a business runs on its own without you, I mean, nagsusupervise ka lang, then I guess that's the challenge, how to set up a business for it to run on its own without you. And natama ko naman siya. Oo, so ayun.
Okay, that's good to know. So far, so good with all the
Mm-mm.
businesses. Okay, so one last follow up question. Do you find yourself sometimes na anong tawag nito, bonding time with your son is compromised, or may mga ganun ba since you're juggling
Mhm.
different businesses?
There are times that it's compromised, no? When I wasn't pregnant yet, because I'm pregnant right now, so I laid low a little bit on all my activities.
I
when I
didn't
wasn't
know.
pregnant, when I wasn't pregnant, there were times, of course, na my bonding with my son is compromised. But at the end of the day, alam kong bumawi. So, ayun.
Well, I didn't know. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. So, at least you're aware naman that at times
Mm-mm.
it's compromised and
Yes.
somehow nagkaroon ng time bumawi
Mhm.
and
The most
still without.
important thing is naiintindihan nila. You have to let them understand what you're doing. What you're doing is also for their future. So, ayun.
Yes, that's correct. Communication always is the key to
Mm-mm.
any kind of relationship, man, romantic or your sa family.
Yes.
Okay. So for our another question naman on expanding your business, Miss Krishna, kasi we know na you have distributors of your coffee, distributors of your immunity drink and supplements reaching to different cities and provinces in the Philippines. And if I'm not wrong, it also reached other countries. Ano na siya, abroad na siya. So, how did you manage to expand as far as that? And how did you sustain the demands of your customers po?
In continuation of your question a while ago, kung tatanungin mo kung ano yung na-improve ko sa sarili ko before getting here, it's really my network. Kaya nga sinasabi nila, di ba, na your network is your net worth. And also, masyado kasi akong obsessive compulsive, you know? OC ako eh. When I started the business, literally, maraming sleepless nights, pinag-iisipan ko, how am I going to manage it? Kasi masyado akong organized, not only with my gamit, sa mga, sa bahay, masyado akong organized. So, I want to bring that OC-ness sa business. So, inisip ko, paano ko ma-reach yung goal ko to change the lives, to change the lives of Filipinos one at a time. Hindi ko malalahat. I really have to choose few people to work with me. So, kumuha ko ng inspiration sa ibang brands. They do the distribution by region. Pero pinag-isipan ko yon. Kasi with Mamala, the other brand I am selling, by the way, nasa pioneering team ako ng Mamala, a very good brand from Thailand. Hindi naman yon ang system na ginamit nila. So I really have to organize everything. Ano ba ang pinakamaganda? But I jumped into this kind of system I have right now, na dapat sa isang region, meron akong stockist. Para yung stockist na yun lang ang kausap ko sa buong region na yon. And tuturuan ko sila isa-isa on how to manage their team. Same as with stockists in Canada, in US, in Europe, in UAE. Yes, we have reached those countries because of my network and also because of the past transactions I had na I think naging maganda naman. Kaya importante sa ating mga business people to really take good care of relationships. Hindi ko mararating yung ibang bansa, hindi ako magkakaroon ng stockist sa every region if not because of my past transactions, if not because of good relationships I had in the past with those business people. And it is also really important na you have to be mindful of your circle. Are your friends in Facebook the negative people, the business people, the boss babe, the queens? Because sabi nga nila, be with 5 billionaires and you will be the sixth. So I really believe yung network ko really brought me here, and also yung pagiging obsessive compulsive ko, I used it in a positive way, na in a way na organize ko siya. And now, alam ko na mahirap dahil pandemic pa, pero ano ako eh, I am the kind of person na mas challenging, mas gusto ko yon. And I am very proud to say na yung Toni and Terry, nasa every region siya ng Philippines. And also, we're already in Canada, in Europe, specifically in Denmark, Norway, Spain. We're already in UAE, in Japan, in Korea. Kaya yung mga stockists ko, andyan din sila, maybe nasa live chat sila. Makikita nyo na sila yung mga leaders ng every regions in the Philippines. So that's how I managed to reach regions and countries. I have one person na kausap to manage their own team there.
Okay. That's good to know po that your being organized has led you to different places, maybe literally in that sense, because it is also a good it is also a good thing to be reminded na yung mga ano natin, siguro mga kakulangan natin in other aspects can be filled ng gap sa mga bagay na strength natin. So, in the previous episode po ng 20-something, we also talked with another businessman who said na it is important to know your strengths and your weaknesses talaga before going into the business. So my biggest takeaway po doon, Miss Krishna, when you said is the importance of your relationship with people, no? So before we proceed to the live audience question, gusto ko lang sana malaman about your answer both po kayo na at some point in your business journey, you were scammed by maybe a supplier or a business partner. So without siguro telling us the major details siguro, can you share the experience of that na na-scam kayo to serve as a lesson also to our listeners, Miss Krishna?
Come again, sorry, medyo ano yung
Um,
internet
can you
ko.
can you share with us po the experience that you had na yung na-scam po kayo before? Maybe yung business partner or a supplier
Okay.
to serve as a lesson.
Have you heard of the scam that happened in Mindanao a few years back? Alam ko, most of the business people there talagang naapektuhan, and I am one of them. Pero you know what? Looking back, sabi ko nga pera lang yung nawala sa akin. You know? Pero yung dignidad mo, yung reputasyon mo as a business person, hindi naman nawala sa iyo kasi hindi naman ikaw yung nanloko. Ikaw yung naloko. Yes, it is a lesson learned for me. Nawalan ako ng pera, but you know, I always say, ang pera mahahanap mo ulit. Whatever happens, naloko ka man, nawalan ka man, continue to be a good person, continue doing good, lalo na sa business, dahil alam mo na kung paano manloko, wag mong gagawin yon sa mga suppliers mo, sa mga distributors mo, sa mga kausap mo sa negosyo, because you know, ang pera maibabalik, but never the trust. Kaya ako, wala na, kinalimutan ko na yon. I was scammed, I have learned, and now, binigyan ako ni Lord ng mas maraming blessing, mas malaking opportunity. So why would I dwell to that situation? Kakalimutan ko siya, I will move forward, at ano na yun, parang charge to experience, sabi nga ni Miss Banchi kanina. Kaya, hindi ko naman sinasabi na okay na yun, okay, wala na yun. Pero you know, wag tayong mag-dwell sa situation. Move forward tayo, gumawa tayo ng paraan para paano magkaroon ulit. Hindi na natin maibabalik yung kahapon, trabahuin natin yung future. Forget the past and stay positive and do what is right.
Miss Krishna, what advice can you give to young women entrepreneurs na mag-start pa lang sa negosyo and who would want to avoid or to prevent being scammed in the future?
The advice I can tell the young generations, guys, walang madali sa mundo. Lahat ng success na mararating mo, it will not bring you there sa madaling paraan. If I were you, lahat ng pasakit, sakripisyo, lahat ng binibigay sa iyo ni Lord na parang challenges, take it. Gawin mo itong parang strength. Gawin mo itong inspiration na one day babalikan mo na kaya ko nga lampasan yung ganitong klaseng problema. Kaya ko ulit kung ano man ang mga darating. You know, you have to enjoy the journey. Lahat ng pinagdaanan ko in the past, kung ang ibang tao nakakarinig ng story ko, sinasabi nila, ang hirap. You know what? I enjoyed it. lahat ng pasakit, kinuha ni Lord ng maaga ang nanay ko, ang tatay ko. I had to work at 21, kailangan kong kumita, kailangan kong mangutang para lang makakain kami, magbenta ng kung ano-ano. I really enjoyed the journey. Kung ngayon babalikan ko yung mga lahat ng nangyari na yon, I really thank God na binigay niya sa akin lahat ng challenges na yon. Kaya ako naging strong person ngayon. So for the young generations, whatever challenges you're going through, sige lang, pagdaanan ninyo, take it with open arms, matuto kayo sa every pagkakamali. Okay lang magkamali, basta wag nyo nang uulitin. Learn from it, and gamitin nyo ito para buuin yung strong person in you.
Thank you po. That's very inspiring. We will also want to hear po of Miss Bunchy's story in the past. Paano ba kayo na-scam? Paano ba kayo naloko sa business? Nakamute po kayo.
Siguro, just like Miss Krishna, I don't want to delve into the details of it na lang. What's important is that you don't do it to other people. And you're careful for it not to happen to your life. At not to happen to your life or to your business again. Once it's enough lang siguro.
What's your biggest takeaway po? After being scammed, ano yung personal lesson that you learned from it?
Very careful. You have to be very careful in everything that you're going to deal with. You have to think about it twice. You have to think about it hard. And huwag kang papasok sa bagay na you're quite unsure of. Kailangan 100% sure ka bago mo pasukan so that you will never be sorry in the end.
Okay. So even if business management or business building is understood to take a lot of risk, so we're saying here that it should be a calculated risk, dapat pinag-isipan, hindi ibig sabihin na business is risky, sige lang, basta-basta na lang. But with you, both you, as women bosses, we understood that you have to learn it first, you have to calculate, and you have to be sure of it first
Yeah.
before
True.
pasukin. Okay. So we appreciate you sharing your experiences with us na natutunan ng ating mga audience what they will and will not do pag sila na ang nasa posisyon niyo po. Okay, so I guess we're ready for our live audience question. Our first question is from Venner Ortizo Revuelta. He is our Facebook commenter. How much money or estimate did you have to put out po when you officially started your business brand? I think this is applicable for the both of you po. Miss
Yes.
Banshi?
For the Anaco Cosmetics business, I guess I put out, kailangan ko bang sabihin? So for now, it's up to nasa 700,000 na siya. So I guess that's it. But you can
Okay.
start small. It depends on you.
Yes, it depends also on the line of product that you
Yes.
are going to build. Kasi nga, as you mentioned, may research and development po yung
Mm-mm.
cosmetics. Kaya naging 700,000 siya ngayon. Miss
Yes.
Krishna, how about you po?
In my case naman, I started small. I only had 200,000 sa bank ko that time kasi nga na-scam ako. Pero eventually, kasi nga, 'di ba, mayaman ako sa network. Madaming tao na pwedeng tumulong at mag-join with me in the business. It went to millions. Parang tumaas siya into millions. Kahit na yung pera ko talaga is only 200,000, I started with millions or na nung sa first batch namin dahil nga I have people who worked with me, like my distributors, the people who trusted us na magkaroon ng sariling brand, and also my manufacturer na sobrang bait. And also, I am willing to help young people, yung mga gustong mag-business. If you want to have your own brand, also, Miss Banshi, di ba, Miss Banshi, you can help, people na magkaroon din ng sariling brand nila.
Yes, of course.
If you want cosmetics, you can ask Miss Banshi. if you want to go with health and wellness products, I can help you. Willing naman ako to share my knowledge at kung ano yung naging journey ko before having my own brand.
Okay, that's really generous po, no, knowing na whatever you reach right now will not be kept in secret but will be shared to those who are interested. So for those na nakikinig and who want to be in this line of business, you can always check their respective Facebook pages po. For Miss Punchy, yung Anaco Cosmetics niya po, and for Miss Krishna, Toni, and Terry. So maybe you can message them on your business related concerns. Okay? So, next question from our audience. Si Mr. RG Grano, is it safe to start your business this pandemic? Okay, pwede po both of you ulit will answer.
Mm-mm. Actually, it depends. You have to, kailangan mong isipin if you're starting a business that will fit in this pandemic. Oo. So,
Timing is everything.
timing
Ika
is
nga
everything.
nila.
Yes.
True,
Oo.
timing is everything.
Miss
Um,
Krishna, what can you say po?
okay, in my case, by God's grace, we started talaga kalagitnaan ng pandemic. July 2020. It was big risk to take, pero alam mo yon, sabi ko nga, Lord, ikaw na ang bahala. Wala akong, hindi ko kaya to. It will be because of you. So, nag-start kami July 2020 at, on our 10th month, we already sold, kahit na pandemic, sa awa ng Diyos, we sold more than 100,000 boxes of Beans coffee, more than 20,000 boxes of immunodrink, and kakalabas lang nung aming vitamin C and glutathione. And talagang tinanggap din siya ng mga regular customers ng Toni and Terry. And I am so grateful sa lahat ng distributors namin who really work hard na i-push din yung brand at yung products namin. Kahit na very challenging yung sitwasyon natin ngayon. Yes, by God's grace, naitawid namin. Pero sabi ni Miss Banshee, hindi lahat pare-pareho ng sitwasyon. You really have to think if it's worth the risk. Kaya mo ba kung ano man ang maging mangyari? Are you strong enough to, take kung ano man ang pwedeng mangyari? Kasi ngayon talaga, it's very risky to start a business.
Yes,
You have to be
correct.
tough.
Double ang toughness ng if you want to open a
sobrang
business.
hirap.
So with Miss Bunchy's case, the pandemic served as an opportunity for her. She opened an RT-PCR na clinic, which is
Yes.
successful naman right now. So what we're getting from this portion of the episode is that timing is everything. You see the opportunity, whether there's a pandemic or not. And for Miss Krishna naman, whether it's a pandemic or not, start tayo because of the network that we have, trust in the relationship of the people. And yun nga, we're learning a lot from this segment so far. So I guess we could move on to the next question from Sheila Mamalat of Davao. How to grow your audience, sorry, when it comes to business. So pag may business ka na, paano siya mag-flourish yung mga ano mo, mga customers and yung reach mo? Both of you pa rin po will answer.
For me kasi, RT-PCR and other rapid test is a need, so I don't have to advertise it for me to earn. For the contractor business, I only have to source projects from the government and then we decide upon it. But for Anaco, social media is very complex kasi. Oo. Very, very complex tool for you to market your business. So I assigned a social media manager and I depend on him to grow my audience as a social media sa Anaco Cosmetics. So because we're dealing with social media first before I go to radio.
Okay. So iba talaga kasi yung audience nyo then per business. So as you said,
Mhm.
RT-PCR doesn't need much promotion because
Yes.
right now it's a need kasi nga
It's a need
pandemic.
for
But
everyone,
with
especially
a
for those who are
anak,
traveling, for the hospitals, for those who want to be admitted to the hospitals, for the private companies. Oo. Most of the time, sila na yung lumalapit sa iyo eh.
yes,
Hmm.
yes. That's because you grab the opportunity talaga kagad.
Strike
Very
while the
very
iron is
business
hot.
minded. Yes. So what I'm getting is you saying that iba-iba yung audience, iba-iba din yung attack on
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
approaching your customers. So with Anako
Yes.
Cosmetics, ito yung pinaka kailangan ng promotion.
Mm-mm.
You said social media because maybe the target audience naman are of course
Yes.
people in their 20s, early 30s that are usually online. So
Yes.
it's follow-up question lang, is there really a need to have a social media manager? Yun yung questions natin ngayon.
Mm-mm. For me, for me, I think there is really a need to have my own social media manager because I tried reading different books on Facebook marketing, on Shopee marketing, on Instagram marketing, and it's very complicated, very complex. You can't just boost a post and then tingin mo magsispread na siya to other people. There are very specific factors that you have to consider that's out of my knowledge na.
Okay. So that's good to know na hindi tayo
For me, but
limited lang.
for others, they can read, they can learn. Or for me, mag-hire na lang ako ng social media manager because it's easier on my part.
Iba-iba siya ng
Oo.
situation and how we deal with it.
Yes.
Okay. How about you, Miss Krishna? How do you go about with expanding your audience?
Because Toni and Terry is mainly an online business, same with Miss Banshee,
Mhm.
we need to be in social media. Pareho kay Miss Banshee, we also have social media manager kasi Toni and Terry not only caters a certain location, we are all over Philippines, we are available abroad. So, yes, she is right. Social media is really complicated.
Yes.
And tayo na walang idea masyado sa social media, kakainin tayo ng system doon.
That's
So we
true.
really need to work with experts, with professionals, kasi we don't want to waste our money on boosting the
Mhm.
post. Someone should really help us and manage the page para hindi masayang yung pera natin on boosting the post. So it's a complex thing. It is not my expertise. Um, Meron akong sariling expertise, meron akong sariling strength, and I had to hire social media marketer to do the job for me.
Mhm.
Yun.
Okay. So, even if women are multitaskers, hindi ibig sabihin that they know everything and that they will do
Yes,
Yes,
everything.
that's true.
So you
true.
have to you have to understand na ito weakness ko to. I will hire an expert so I can
True.
focus on baga priorities lang siya, 'di ba?
Yes. It's a
Mhm.
So
matter of
that's good.
knowing priority. So,
And also, my sister is working hand in hand with me. Kasi nga,
Mhm.
alam mo, hindi lalaki ang negosyo mo if you do it
do it
alone.
right. Yes,
You
that's true.
need someone to help you. So, kapag minsan pagod na ako, siya yung siya yung andyan to the rescue. My distributors can contact her. Or sometimes, we work hand in hand talaga. So parang it became a family business na rin. At saka hindi mo kakayanin. If you want a bigger business, you really need people
Yes.
behind
Third
you.
party, yes, that's
Mm-mm.
true.
Okay, that's really beautiful to hear no na yung business natin hindi ito atin lang. We have to
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
share the
Yes.
victories, the success, and also the challenges as well. Okay, I think we're ready for our last live audience question. This is from L. Angwani. What sets your products apart from the others and why should people buy from you? Parang Miss Universe yung question ni Miss L. Pero it's a good
Mag-gown pa tayo.
opportunity. It's a good opportunity for us to also promote our products to our audience po. Sige, Miss
Mhm.
Banchi?
What sets I think this is applicable for Anaco Cosmetics, no? What sets my product apart from others is that even before I am in love with skincare, I like to buy different skincare brands. I was addicted to Laneige. So I wanted to to create my own products that are premium but at a very lower cost. Oo, kasi most of the products, I appreciate all the products in the market, but most of the products that are at a lower cost ngayon, medyo mahapde, laging nagpipil. Yan yung mga reklamo eh. So I tried to create a solution for those who have sensitive skin na they can also have their products, they can also enjoy having great skin, even if their skin is sensitive, without paying too much. Oo. So, ayun.
Okay. Miss Krishna?
Um, in Toni and Terry naman, like Miss Anna, bago namin ilabas yung lahat ng produkto namin, I also have my own research and development team.
Mm-mm.
Hindi kasi kami rebranding. Bago namin ilabas yung product, it takes time. It
Mm-mm.
takes 3 to 6 months. I mean, for Miss Anna, it's 1 year. Pero in my case, 3 to 6 months yung nilalaan namin per product.
Yeah.
Lahat ng ingredients, hindi lang ang research and development team ko ang nagre-research. Pakialamera kasi ako. Lahat ng ingredients na nilalagay, I have a say kung tatanggalin ba, ilalagay ba, i-retain ba, because I do my own research as well. So I have to be specific. For example, what sets your products apart from others? I have to be specific with Vince Coffee and Vince Immunodrink. There are a lot of slimming beverages in the market.
Mm-mm.
Bakit ko pinaglalaban talaga na Vince Coffee is the best? I mean, we always have the best product. And for me, our flagship product, Vince Coffee, for me is the best. Pinagpagura namin, talagang pinag-isipan. I didn't want a slimming beverage. Kasi I want something na maiinom ko at ng buong pamilya ko for a long period of time. 60 years old na ako, 70 years old na ako, yun pa rin ang iinumin ko. We all know that slimming beverages are not good for our
Yeah.
body, right?
Mm-mm.
So I really omitted the ingredients na makakagawa sa coffee na yon na slimming siya. But ang naka-surprise lang talaga sa akin na kahit hindi slimming coffee ang Vince Coffee, bakit pumapayat ang mga tao na umiinom? The herbs na meron ang Vince Coffee will make you feel full. So, ibig sabihin, you're not going to crave ng mga junk foods and the food that you don't need. So, parang ang tina-target niya is you are drinking a healthy coffee and at the same time, na ilalayo ka rin niya sa unnecessary cravings mo. So, it's not slimming, it is safe for long-term use, kaya yun ang masasabi ko talaga na makakaset apart ng Vince Coffee from other coffee in the market.
Okay. So, knowing that you really know your product, na kayo mismo are using your product, so may ang buyers who will really say na, okay, the makers themselves are proud and are using their product. So that's one point. That's one reason to also buy your product kasi you yourselves are trusting what you sell. Okay,
At saka
that's really
katawan namin to, we don't want something harmful for ourselves and for our family, di ba? So, makakasiguro ang consumers na pinag-aralan, tinest, talagang pinag-isipan ang every product that we produce sa Toni and Terry.
Mm. It's also good that we know the background stories behind the products. Para for example for Miss Conchi, alam natin na ever since pa pala, she really loved na yung mga cosmetic products. So may
Oo.
experience na siya on what's
Yeah.
good and what's bad to your skin. In the
Mm-mm.
case naman ni Miss Krishna, she prioritizes the health because of what happened to her parents. So somehow alam natin that the motivation of these two women goes beyond wanting to to earn, 'di ba? So
Yes.
your personal motivation is also important in the business.
And it already
Okay.
became a passion. Parang hindi na ito pera-pera lang.
Mm-hmm.
It
Okay.
it started na parang we want to inspire a lot of people. Alam mo, as we grow old, hindi na pera-pera eh. Hindi na material things yung motivation natin eh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think we have one last question from live audience pa rin, pahabol daw. So this is a ano lang, light question lang to ni Mr. Don Destura Ayuban.
By the
Okay.
way,
So
she is our distributor in Bicol
babae
region.
pala from
Yes, she is
Bicol. How
our
to be like
stockist.
you? How to be like you po, Miss Banshi, Miss Krishna? How to be like you po, Miss Banshi?
Siguro you just have to be like me. You have to be very strong. You always have to have your back at all costs, no matter what. You have to know how to stand on your own. Because at the end of the day, the only one who can save you is yourself.
Wow, that's very Catriona Gray way of answering. We love that. Miss Krishna, how to be like you?
Ako, I am a positive person. And I always focus on myself. I always compete with myself. You
Mhm.
know, parati kong sinasabi sa friends ko, sa distributors, and to the people around me, if you compete with other people, you are forgetting to improve yourself. Pero, if ikaw sa sarili mo, you compare your life 5 years ago to the present,
True.
have you improved your life personally, financially, spiritually?
Mm-mm.
Kasi kung i-check mo yon, you will really see a difference. Pero, kung busy ka sa kaka-compare ng sarili mo sa ibang tao, you are forgetting your own improvement.
Yes.
So, saka ka na, you need to be positive at all times. Saka ka na pumuna ng kamalian ng iba at pumuna ng buhay ng iba if you're already perfect.
Yun.
Yes. And
Okay.
I think that thinking, Miss Krishna, no, that will lead you to more success because you always, in life, you just have to focus on yourself and your journey,
Yes.
and I think that's what's
Mhm.
important.
Kasi importante yung improvement mo eh. Are you
Mm-mm.
improving as a person? Hayaan mo na yung ibang tao.
That's true.
Ikaw, yourself.
Mhm. Very ano talaga may mapupulot talaga na aral because of the things that you've been through,
Yeah.
the wisdom and the knowledge that you have not only sa business aspect lang but in life in general is really from what you've been through talaga. So a strong woman, hindi totoo na a strong woman always has a man on her side, maybe it's given, but a strong
Yes.
woman is strong because of the things talaga na napagdaanan niya. And that's
Mm-hmm.
you both of your lives are proof po nung kasabihan na yon. So I think may pahabol pa ba na question?
But also, Miss Jenny, I would
Yes
like
po.
to add,
Mm-mm.
um, kung business person ka, the best talaga na you have a supportive partner.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's true. Very true.
Kasi kung ano yung lakas mo, nadadagdagan yun ng supportive na partner mo. Itataas ka pa niya lalo.
Yes.
It will bring you more success in life.
Mhm. Okay, that's very good to hear no na kahit na strong independent woman, you need
You
someone
need
to
someone. Yeah.
support.
Yes.
Okay.
True.
So, last question po from Angel Ariola. If you'll consider a business partner, who should really be involved? Kumbaga ang tanong yata niya is, ano ba yung qualifications of a good business partner? Okay, Miss Banshi?
In considering a business partner, I'm very careful with it kasi I learned it from my parents firsthand. Having partners, parang not really my thing. I'd rather run my own business and have a partner and then the friendship will be ruined because of money. So, mahirap magka-partner eh. So, siguro husband ko. Yun na lang, mas safe eh.
Yes, that's right.
a family member or
Mm-hmm.
someone
A family member, I would say, sir, my mom. Kasi for me, if you have a sibling, and depende kasi yan sa inyo eh. But for
mm,
me, I'm very careful with having business partners. We have
the
different, each of us we have different views when it comes to running your own business, when it comes to for him or her, when they have different also views and running their own businesses. So kahit magkapatid pa kayo, minsan nagka-clash din eh.
mm,
True.
Yun yung
That's right.
mahirap eh. So for me, I like to handle my own business and not let others get in the way.
Mhm.
okay. Miss Krishna, what can you say
Yeah,
about it?
I have the same thoughts with Miss Bunchy. As of the moment, wala sa isip ko to partner with anyone else. You know,
Yes.
yes, maybe with my partner in life, pero sa inyo na yan eh. Hindi na matatawag na partner yan. It's already yours.
That's
Iisa na yan. Sa ngayon, wala siya sa isip ko. Kasi for me nga, I want to handle things on my own. Kasi mas less yung pag-aaway, yung misunderstandings. If when it comes to decision making, magkamali man ako, ako yung responsable sa
it.
pagkakamali ko. No one will blame me on, on doing that mistake. Kaya ako, as of now, hindi natin alam, change is the only permanent thing in the
Yes.
world. We'll never know. Pero as of the moment, I am not into partnership with business.
Yes.
Okay. So can you share with us sa mga listeners natin where they can buy your products? Kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan yung Anna ko and Toni and Terry. Where can we buy your products po, Miss Krishna?
Um, we have a main Facebook page where you can contact. Lahat doon, lahat ng inquiries pwede doon na because our admin will direct you to a seller nearest your location. We are all over Philippines. Don't you worry. Our 4 products are available in Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, in the US, in Canada, Japan. But sa lahat ng countries, makikita nyo sa Facebook page namin kung saan-saan meron ang Toni and Terry products. And for now, we are proud to have launched 4 products already. And personally, I am using these 4 products every single day. Vince Coffee, Vince Immunodrink, glutathione, vitamin C, the OptiC. People should start supplementing themselves with glutathione. Alisin na natin sa isip natin na ang glutathione for whitening lang. Glutathione is a very good antioxidant. Paired it with OptiC, vitamin C with zinc, you will have maximum immunity. Sa panahon kasi ngayon, nasa pandemic stage tayo. Wala tayong kalaban-laban sa virus. All we can do is to protect ourselves. And Vince Immunodrink, I am so proud to say that we are the first manufactured product in the Philippines that uses Immuno LP20. It's from House of Wellness Japan. Immuno LP20 is the one they're using in Japan for stronger and balanced immunity. It's an immunobiotic. So we are the first product, locally manufactured product in the Philippines that uses that kind of raw material. Kaya po, if you want to order, you may message our Facebook page, Toni and Terry, and our admin will direct you to a seller nearest your location.
Okay. That's noted po. Just message the Facebook. That's very easy, and you will be given the name and contact details of a supplier or a distributor near you.
Yeah.
How about for Anna ko po, Miss Punchy? How can we
For
buy
us,
your product?
it's the same. You can message us on Facebook. We have Anako Cosmetics, and Anako PH on Instagram. We're also available on Shopee.
Okay, so pwedeng umorder na sa Shopee,
Yes.
or you can also message their Facebook page or DM them on Instagram. Okay. So thank you so much, Miss Punchy and Miss
Thank
Krishna, for
you.
sharing your expertise and experience. on business starting and management, especially for young adults. I'm sure maraming natutunan, na-inspire sa inyong respective stories, and we hope that in the end, sila naman ang nandito to share also their experience, having been inspired by your own trial and error, of your own failure and successes at the same time. Thank you very much po.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope you learned a lot from us. Thank you and good
Thank you very
morning.
much.
So, to all our viewers, we hope you learned a thing or two about our adulting topic for this episode. If you have comments, suggestions, or topics that you want to be featured in 20 something, do not hesitate to email us at ssdavao@gmail.com. Until next week for another episode of 20 something, I am your host, Jennie Arado. Thank you very much. This is 20 something.